Hello, my name is Carl Hoff, and I'd like to introduce my newest puzzle. I got this from Shapeways this week. It took me a couple days to assemble, but this is the Bubbloid123 puzzle. Here's my first Bubbloid. This is the Bubbloid122. You can see the overlap here is two pieces in that direction, two pieces in this direction, and only one piece in this direction. This is the bigger puzzle. This puzzle is actually 65 millimeters in this direction. It's 74 millimeters in this direction, and it's 83 millimeters in this direction. And these two corners here, you can see have an overlap of three edges. This edge here has an overlap of these two edges, and this edge over here has an overlap of just a single piece. So that's your 1, 2, 3. I do not have the corner caps on yet. This is what the corner caps look like. And they fit on here like this. They'll glue down and they should be flush with the rest of the puzzle. I'm going to take this apart and die it yet. A couple comments I wanted to make about the construction of the puzzle. This one here, all the surfaces are thinned to 0.7 millimeters, and this causes some of the surface to flex a little bit. I can push here on the corner, one of the largest surface areas, and you can see the, I don't know if you can see that or not, that the surface flexes a little bit on the surface of the puzzle. What I've done here is I've made all the interior surfaces 0.75 millimeters. Just a little bit more robust than that, but the bigger difference comes from the actual exterior surfaces. All the exterior surfaces are only thinned to 1.5 millimeters, so they're twice as thick as the interior ones. And here's a large surface area here. That doesn't budge. It makes the puzzle feel like it's much more solid. And the corner caps, here are now 1.5 millimeters thick. And if you look here at the very corner square there, this is actually 2.25 millimeters thick. So it's 3 times as thick as the other wall surfaces. So that makes the corners really strong. Again, you can see just like this one here, this puzzle holds itself together. These are where the screws go. I do not have any screws holding this together yet. The pieces sort of pop into place, and that's one thing I wanted to mention. This puzzle here, the pieces pop in, at least for me, quite easily. Brandon's tumbled a bunch of these. Once they're tumbled, it's no issue at all to get the pieces to pop in. This piece puzzle here, when I got it from Shapeways, I haven't cleaned anything. It's still got a bunch of dye in it, or not dye, but powder in it. I can tap it and you can see all the stuff that's coming out of the puzzle. So it's still got all the dye in it. Hasn't been cleaned, hasn't been dyed, hasn't been tumbled, hasn't been cleaned. And I was able to get it together. I put about a little bit over half of the puzzle together in one evening. It took me close to 2 hours. The deepest edges here on the sides that are shared by 3, I can always get 2 in just because I got access to the groove that's deep enough to get 2 in by turning the corners. But the last 3 of those deep edges that go on one of these paired corners, you have to pop in because the corners have got to go in first, and it takes a tremendous amount of force to pop those pieces in. So like I said, I was popping pieces in for 2 hours. Ended up pushing with my thumbs. So basically, get a piece in a position, you push with both thumbs. So the tips of my thumbs are actually still sore, even though I did this about 3 days ago. So I decided to take a break before I did the rest of the puzzle. In the meantime, I emailed Brandon, and Brandon was suggesting that use water, or hot water specifically, because it acts like a little bit of a lubricant for this strong white and flexible. Plus, the hotter the pieces is, the more flexible the nylon becomes. So what I ended up doing was nearly boiling some water. I didn't quite get to boiling temperature, but nearly boiling a couple cups of water. and then let the puzzle and the pieces soak in the hot water for a minute or so, and they went in much easier. It really saved my thumbs. I think that was a really great suggestion, but it's still quite a bit harder to put together than this. Once it is put together, though, it functions very nicely. You can see all the corners turn, and the tension here is a little stiff here at the moment, but like I said, it hasn't been broken in yet, hasn't been cleaned. A lot of excess powder in here, which is more or less acting like sandpaper to help sand some of these surfaces down. And I've been playing with it here for, since last night pretty much, off and on, trying to break it in. You can turn the corners with a single finger. It's easier if you do your whole hand, but you can see that you can turn the corners here with just a single finger. But that is my newest puzzle. I've been quite busy here the last couple weekends. I've actually got 2 more puzzles on their way to me from Shapeways that I will hope to be showing soon. And sort of in the spirit of Oscar's videos, I'll ask a question here at the end of it. This Bubbloid123 is a new puzzle. No one's made this particular puzzle before. However, there is a puzzle out there that, solving-wise, is identical to this one, has all the same pieces. The mechanism's a bit different, but identically, it's basically the same solving experience as this one. And I believe there's only one of those in existence at the moment. Does anybody know what that puzzle is? Thanks a lot.